minute.
Jordan, we've been on this road with you quite a long time. Give us the good news.
Oh, we can read hit legend.
Well, in your hunt for glory, make sure and check out the following events. This weekend, aboard the Concha del Mar, earn double XP for all games played in the wreck. Meanwhile, the city goes haywire, and every game you play will feature new rules and rewards. Next weekend, the Concha del Mar hosts Park After Dark, featuring exciting decorations, competition, and rewards. And in the city, earn double XP on Valentine's Day by wearing eligible Feel the Love items. Feel the love and spread the love. Then check out Rival Day, where you can help your affiliation become the new champions of the city. What's not to love about that? That's it for me. Now get out there and get that tiger.
Welcome to an
Check out the lights and activity on Ocean Drive in Miami, Florida. Almost enough to distract you from the action on the way. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kelly. Hello, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Sunday, they'll start out on the road to play the Bucks in Milwaukee. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the Detroit Pistons.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Well, this one's about to get going, but first, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. In Julius Randle's 7th NBA season, he became an all-star. He said, "I've been through a lot in the NBA, the ups, the downs. You learn to take everything in stride and have patience. My mindset doesn't change. No matter what, every game, I try to be aggressive and make winning plays."
Well, great story. Good stuff, Allie. Well, Grant, you were a master of meshing with your teammates. How key is being on the same page early in the year?
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Gordon Hayward is out there with Tyler Hero. And then it's Goran Dragic. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Ball in at the point. And for the Heat, Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. It'll be the Heat off the tip. Here's Doncic. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Now here's Hero. Ball outside. There's the triple. Hits the three-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. And with Tyler Hero, he's shown he can score. He has a skill set to get consistent points and knows how to find his spots on the floor. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Hayward. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Orlando. Ball against Bogdanovic. Here's Robinson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And Hero solid without the ball as well. Great movement.
Yeah, I mean, he's still improving in that area, but his backdoor cuts are getting better. He really knows how to get easy scores that way. Just needs to learn to not settle for those off-balance shots.
And here are the Mavericks now, following the bucket by the Heat. Clock at 6. Here's Vucevic, and he buries his first look.
Superb body control by Vucevic, bouncing off the defense and burying the shot.
From 10 feet away, Doncic's shot is good. Doncic has got 6.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Now Vucevic. Ball outside. From 10 feet away. They shoot again. It's hauled in by Robinson.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Randle, good.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Ball finds Hero. Vucevic with it. Up and over Doncic. And Vucevic gets it to go on the assist by Hero. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night. Here's Connaughton, defended by Dragic. Doncic outside. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Dragic. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Hayward. Blocked.
Wow. I mean, we don't normally see a rejection from Bogdanovic. I mean, the effort was great, and the shot block was a surprise.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Harris passes to Melton. Just 4 to shoot. No good. Randle with some nice D. The Heat with the lead. Outside Bogdanovic. Pass to Doncic. To the middle. Pounded by Harris. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Melton with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. And there's the rejection.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall. Otherwise, he's going to block them.
Here's Bogdanovich. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And the wrist injury for Bojan Bogdanovic set him back a little in recent seasons. Remember, he had surgery in 2020 and slowly returning to form now.
And he makes them better. I mean, great skill level with size, a floor spacer who can also create his own shot off the bounce.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, Bojan Bogdanovic, not an elite athlete by NBA standards, but he's a live weapon because he can really shoot the ball and put it on the floor.
Nuns checked in for the Mavericks. And so Bogdanovic nails them both. And trying to stoke the competitive balance, Clark, seems like the new lottery system has been working.
I agree with you, flattening the odds a bit, making it a drawing for the top 4 instead of the top 3. A small tweak that has had a pretty good impact, in my opinion.
Now here's Melton. Harris on the wing. Back to Melton. Will it go? Miami grabs the miss. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Dallas calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Minute 4 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Melton. Now Horford, defended by Gordon. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Bogdanovic. And here's the fast break. Over Harris. And too long on the shot. Dallas has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Inside, here's Horford. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
Horford beating good defense with simply better offense there.
Gordon outside. Beverly for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Heat, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And one of the most versatile offensive players in the league, Gordon Hayward, talked about one of his go-to moves.
I really like the step-back move, being at 6'8".
Grant, that step-back jumper, one of the most important shots today.
It really is. And for players like Gordon that are a live threat off the dribble, it's even more effective.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
So far, guys, they've done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy buckets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
On the court right now for Dallas, they've got Eric Paschall, DeAnthony Melton out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Now here's Young. That's good from Beverly. The assist by Young.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Outside Nunn. Pass to Melton. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Young. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Wing shot on the way. He can't hit that time. And it's Dallas the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Beverly outside. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. That one falls. He's got 7.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Dallas calls timeout. And every team looking for bigs who can stretch the floor, Clark. If you were playing today, what kind of three-point shooter you think you'd be?
Well, I wasn't that great back in my career because it wasn't a shot that many teams used a lot, but I would have worked on it to become proficient at it. So I think I would have been a 40% three-point shooter, 35 to 40% given time to work on it, BA. You adapt to the times, and I was actually already starting to work on my three-point game before my injuries took me out of the league.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Mavericks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Ball finds Dragic. Hayward against Robinson. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Hayward. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Last season, Draymond Green called out what he saw as a double standard. When players ask for trades, they're vilified. But teams can announce they're planning to trade a player and sit him on the bench in the meantime, and then it's taken in stride. Guys, he feels like it's disrespectful.
Well, that's something to consider, Allie. Thanks. Good stuff. Back to Connaughton. Just 5 on the clock. Over Hero. Connaughton can't hit. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency.
Nikola Vucevic is a guy who grew up as the son of a pro basketball player. He moved with his family around Europe as a young kid. He was born in Switzerland and then spent a lot of time in Belgium as well.
Now here's Ball. Tries to snap the cold streak. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's Randall. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Randall's got his second basket of the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Robinson with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. And the Heat making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Ball outside. 4 on the clock. Up and over Doncic. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 5 now. And talking about Vucevic's upbringing, don't forget about his mom.
You better not forget about her, B.A. She was a great pro player herself. And Vucevic was able to learn from both parents and grow into an NBA All-Star as a result.
Shot's good by Connaughton.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Hero with it. 11 points for him last game against Orlando. And that one drops for him.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Miami's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Pass to Doncic. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. And he comes up with a bucket. And the Heat lead by 16.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And he gets the bucket. He has 7.
Boy, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
With the teardrop. Ball with the rebound.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Hero outside. Pass to Vucevic. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
One thing you gotta love about Nikola Vucevic is that on offense he does it all. For a big, he's got a terrific 3-point shot, and of course he regularly posts big point totals.
Young, he's checked in for Miami. Gordon comes in for Connaughton. Harris is checked in for the Mavericks. Nunn comes in for Ball. That one misses for Vucevic.
And, you know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, you know, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
Now here's Gordon. He had 9 points in his last time out. And that one's good. Young.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Now here's Dragic. Looking for his first basket still in this one. With his first shot attempt. That shot is off.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And so it's the Miami Heat, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be back in a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 9 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
Well, when you pass the ball the way they have, I mean, this is the kind of scoring line you expect. The guys are in total sync, and the difference is the ball movement. I mean, they're moving the ball around, and it's striking.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
They're getting abused in the paint defensively. Letting their opponents set the tone. If you can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pat Connaughton is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Julius Randle. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Robinson in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Hayward. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson. Hey, there's a lot to love about the effort level you get from Gordon Hayward out on the floor, Grant.
Yeah, he wants to be a difference maker and a go-to option. So he's constantly working the floor and looking for chances to help out. Being a little aggressive like that can really elevate your game.
That free throw good from Hayward.
And, you know, with Hayward, you get a little bit of everything. He's a stat sheet stuffer. He's got good instincts for moving the ball. He moves well without it. And he also can be effective on the glass.
Both free throws good from Hayward. You also see Hayward's versatility on the offensive side of things.
You know, B.A., he's a guy that really shoots a high percentage because he takes good shots. He can work in the mid-range or go down and post up, and he's very adaptable as an offensive player.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, Robinson. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting about 41%. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Ball against Doncic. Ball left side. Dragic outside. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Dragic has got his first points of the game.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Pass to Connaughton. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Miami has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. From deep, here's Doncic. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks. Both teams will make substitutions. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. Ball passes to Hayward. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Hero. Takes a 13-footer. No good, off the front rim. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Doncic against Vucevic. And here's Doncic. Vucevic with some nice D.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Randle finds Doncic. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Melton passes to Hero. Drops in the three. Hero's got 5 points.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Vucevic against Doncic. From 12 feet. Oh, he drains it. His sixth make in 9 tries so far.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And Dallas calls time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Bertans checked in for Miami. Gordon comes in for Doncic. Harris is checked in for the Mavericks. Nunn comes in for Ball. And the foul on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And so it's Dallas with it. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Nunn, the pass to Harris. Melton outside. 5 on the clock. And the power finish by Vucevic.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
Gordon against Melton. Gordon right side. Beverly outside. Back to Bogdanovic. Launches it. The rebound by Melton. For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. With the drive. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Melton's gotten his first basket of the night.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Beverly outside. Covered by Vucevic. Here's Bogdanovic. That shot off the mark. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Hayward. Gordon with a steal. And the layup falls. 9 points in the game.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
Pass to Melton. Now here's Vucevic. He's guarded closely. Melton misses.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Beverly outside. Back to Gordon. This one for 3. No luck on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Vucevic. And here is Hayward. Outside Nunn. 6 to shoot. Vucevic with it. The 3. Fires in the triple. Vucevic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, it's been a work in progress, but it actually has paid dividends. Vucevic has worked hard to become a legitimate three-point shooter.
Here's Gordon. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Heat up by 7. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you got a big guy that can pass.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. They've got Gordon Hayward. Goran Dragic is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Young, the pass to Doncic. And here's Gordon from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Love seeing Gordon work in the pick and roll. Great at pulling up to shoot once the screen comes his way.
Vucevic finds Harris. Pass to Hayward. Melton outside. Robinson with the block. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Julius Randle's checked in for Miami. Hero, he's checked in for the Mavericks. LaMelo Ball comes in for Melton. Miami's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Randle outside. Pass to Robinson. To the paint. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Boy, once Doncic gets on the roll, there aren't many ways to slow him down. Huge night so far.
Ball passes to Vucevic. And here's Hero. Guarded by Young. And there's Hero on the assist by Vucevic.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Doncic passes to Robinson. Randle outside. Outside Young. Here's Connaughton. Over Dragic. And again, it's Miami converting.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Ball. Good work defensively by Robinson. Doncic outside. Pass to Young. And Young draws the double. Doncic against Vucevic. And it's Doncic missing. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Now here's Ball. To the inside. Soft touch off the glass.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Pass to Randle. From deep. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And Dallas calls time here. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Bogdanovich has checked in for Young. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Dallas was getting across in the huddle. He stressed to his guys the importance of coming through in the clutch here, saying, quote, "This is our time, not theirs. It's ours. We've got to go out and take this because we have worked hard for this win. Finish the job."
All right, Ali, thanks once again. Pass to Doncic. Outside Robinson. Randle outside. Beyond the arc. Not going to go that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Dragic outside. Here's Hero. Goes up from the top of the key. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Hero. The Heat making their last shot. Here's Vucevic. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
You know, excellent execution that time from Vucevic, fellas. I mean, he's embracing being a leader for this team, and I think shots like that prove the point.
Now here's Doncic. Doncic is doubled. Here's Connaughton. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Connaughton's got 5 points now this quarter.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Ball against Doncic. Ball no good. The Heat have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Heat.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Luka Doncic.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And the Heat with possession. They're on an 18-6 run. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Vucevic, the pass to Ball. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Doncic outside. So no problem for Miami as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Luka, yes, another victory for you, but the games will keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
Well, you put together a full game tonight, and it paid off. Guys?
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is...
King Jordan, we've been on this road with you for quite a long time. Give us the good news.
We can ready to hit legend. So, yeah, I'm very excited, and I'm ready to get into it. I'm ready to claim my tiger and my parrot, so let's go.
So, King Jordan, I know you're playing with your squad today, so who are you running with? Let's give a little shout-out to the boys that are helping you get to legend.
Yes, I'm running with one of my closest friends. He's like a brother to me. He's been here since the beginning. His name is Hungry, and he's a great, probably one of the best.
The action always in full swing near the French Quarter, and tonight is no different here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. They fall in the rankings this time around. Not an easy situation.
And when I look at the Pelicans, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, we know the game's changing, and Steve Kerr says, I'm amazed by the skill level of today's players. But the little things, getting back in transition, boxing out, they aren't as locked in. Most of them didn't have a high school and college coach yelling at them for 8 straight years. So, it's a different world. Guys?
Good perspective from Steve Kerr. DA, thank you. Tonight, lots of young players, a lot of energy, Brent, on the floor. What kind of game do you expect to see?
Well, there could be some incredible highlights in this one, and then there could be coaches using every single possible timeout to teach their players how to play the right way. So this could be fun.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Young. It's Boucher out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Martin in at the shooting guard position. And for the Pelicans, Okoro out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. Now here's Wiggins. Young for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You start getting the feeling that Trae Young is going to be one of those guys that once he gets into his three-point motion, count it.
Okoro passes to Capella. He dishes it to Russell to the left side wing. 6 to shoot. And Boucher sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Shot clock at 3, and Russell gets it to go. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
No good from Valanciunas. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's Kuzma penetrating. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Wiggins, right side. Outside, Martin. Boucher against Kuzma. 5 to shoot. And here's Young from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Outside Tatum. Pass to Capella. Over Wiggins. No good off the back of the rim.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Martin's in the post. Capella's there. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Young against Russell. Lock at 6. Wiggins inside the line.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one.
Fades back. Here's
man. Caution.
This is nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
Now, here is Young. Last game he had 12. Teardrop shot. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Tatum against Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first. And the rise of Tatum, boy, it has been fun to watch. And many believe he's nowhere close to being done improving yet.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Take a break.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
The first one falls. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their games.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. He hits both from the stripe. Atlanta leading by 5. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Simons. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Count the basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Simons. A shot off that time. Nice D from Porter. A minute 42 left to play in the first. There's the steal. Drives to the hoop. No good from Finney-Smith.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Porter looking it over. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul. Second.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for New Orleans, Kevin Porter Jr. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Pelicans making a change here. Culver's checked in. And Porter drops them both. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. Simons, the pass to Herter. The shot comes out, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. Pass to Tillman. Outside, Porter. 6 on the shot clock. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And that one is good.
Yeah, Bielitsa pushing right through the contact that time.
27 seconds left in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Porter. And he hits it to tie the game up. Porter's got 5 points so far. And Simons has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And probably expected to win that game. And maybe that caused them to come out a little flat. Just a bit of complacency.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Helps to have Bielitsa defending like this and staying active on that end of the floor.
It's a tie game in New Orleans. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Here is Porter. Torrey Craig is out there with Collins. Then it's Culver. Then it's Porter. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Passes it to Collins. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Collins has got the lead up to 2 now for New Orleans.
Strong suit on offense is Collins getting down on the inside.
Here's Simons. He's guarded by Collins. Now, Bielitsa. 5 on the clock. 17-foot shot on the way.
Terrific instincts defensively as Zach Collins able to reach over and get that one.
Here's Culver. Almost, but it rolls out.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Collins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. I'm sitting here with former NBA dunk contest champion Brent Berry. Brent, how do you feel about how modern offenses sometimes back away from the paint?
Well, I love it, Kevin. By the way, in the dunk contest, there's no defense, so I'm all for that too because I didn't play that. But will we go back to low post play? I think what's happened is the post now is used more as an opportunity for offenses to penetrate the defense and then create more movement on the perimeter, and then the ball comes back out. And looking for those three-point shots and taking a higher percentage of those is leading to more winning. So I'm not sure when that changes.
Count that one. Valanciunas has got his first points in this one.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Now, here's Capella. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kuzma passes to Capella. That shot off. Wiggins with some nice D. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Zach Collins.
The lineup for your Pelicans, Jason Tatum.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Russell, and it's good from the elbow. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
I think D'Lo has all sorts of confidence when he has that kind of spot in his arsenal.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Here's Valanciunas. Bucket is good.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Russell passes to Okoro. Capella dishes to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Fader on the way. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Hawks trailing. Young outside. Unloads from 9, and he hits the jump shot. Young's got 10.
Trae Young with a highlight there, clever at breaking down the defense.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Now, here is Russell. He had 13 points in the win against the Lakers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Now, here is Russell. And there's the pass to Capella. Shot to stop the run. There's the feed to Okoro. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Over Boucher. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Tatum.
A nice use of the mid-range by Tatum, taking what the defense gives him.
And Young kicks to Wiggins. 1:22 left in the second quarter. Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Pass to Okoro. Now here's Tatum. Connects from 3-point range. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Atlanta making some changes. Bielitsa is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ice O'Neal comes in for Chris Boucher. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Martin. Now, here is Young. 13 points in the game.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Culver with it. Outside, Porter. Pass to Tillman. Wiggins with some nice D.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Young finds Wiggins. Back to Young. Shoots over Culver.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
Coming onto the floor for the Hawks.
And here's Porter. The three. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And that is massive. The three at the buzzer ties it up. And they'll go to the break the way we started, dead even.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. From New Orleans, back in a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They were in a rough spot, down 7 at one point, but kept it from getting worse than that. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Pelicans?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit. But tonight, they've been huge. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Martin. It's Boucher out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Young in at the point guard. Passes it to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. Valanciunas inside. Capella covered.
And with how he can operate on the block and shoot it, Valanciunas is a tough matchup for most centers.
The Hawks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Valanciunas at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Inside, here's Capella, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The pass to Tatum. Kicks to Okoro. Just 5 on the clock. Over Martin. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Pelicans lead by 2. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And Kyle Kuzma now in year 1 of his 3-year, $40 million extension.
And he's improving, stronger, better on the boards, finding ways to do more than put the ball in the hole.
Count that one.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ player.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 7 and another 3 for New Orleans.
A leap from deep. Tatum joined the league as a fantastic three-point shooter. Didn't have to add that to his game.
Russell against Young. Here's Wiggins. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
That's his first. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working to get inside and getting good shots from close range.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Simons, he's checked in for Trae Young. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Atlanta with the ball after D'Angelo Russell's miss. They get it again. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 10. Russell fires away from way outside. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That one falls.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here is Russell. Tatum on the wing. The 19-foot shot. Oh, trying for it. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Hawks leading. Martin the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Simons. Pass to Wiggins. Valanciunas dishes to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
First one falls for him. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Tillman, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Torrey Craig comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Culver's checked in for Okoro. And Porter subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Atlanta also making some changes here. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. O'Neal comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Martin. Atlanta's gotten off 4 shots from 3-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. .156 left to play in the third. Simons, the pass to O'Neal. And here is Bielitsa. Pass to Simons. Just 5 to shoot. Over Porter. That one a little long. New Orleans in the lead. Craig up top. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Porter inside. Rebound by the Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Herter. That shot is off. Great D that time from Tatum. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Craig kicks to Porter. Here's Tatum. 12 points for him. Here's Tillman. That one wide left. Atlanta's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. 41 seconds left to play here in the third. And it's Simons missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Simons, guarded by Porter. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
Hawks ball. Now into the lineup for the Hawks.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Nine seconds left in the third. Young for three. Good on the triple. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And now the defense full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
It's a tie game in New Orleans. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Culver. He's out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now, here is O'Neal. Finney-Smith kicks to O'Neal. Lock at 6. Young for three. Trains the three-pointer. Young's got 19 points.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Here's Kuzma. And here's the fast break. It's Pielica. Kuzma pulls it in. Pelicans trailed by 3. This is to Culver. That one, no good. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Atlanta's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside.
Well, nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And you have to love how eager Kevin Huerter is to make an impact for his team.
Well, the roles that he plays, GA, are quite special. I mean, he is a good shooter, but last year we saw a lot of growth in his playmaking ability. He's able to stay on the floor and defend guys at his position. So he has a great IQ on that end of the floor, and his game continues to grow.
New Orleans making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Tillman. Okoro comes in for Culver. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Kevin Porter. Then for the Hawks, Chris Boucher's checked in for O'Neal. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Martin subbed in for Kevin Huerter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach talk to his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Clock is at 3. Here's Martin. And Bielitsa kicks to Martin. On the wing, Wiggins. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Now here's Capella. The dish to Russell. Buries it down low. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
That's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Pass to Young. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Young against Russell. Down low. Here's Capella. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
But when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
Here's Wiggins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists now in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Let's go, fans! I can't hear you. The loudest section is getting free T-shirts. I need you to get a little louder over there. Let's see who's the loudest.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
The Hawks leading by 3. And the pass to Boucher. Back to Young. And there's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 26.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Now Tatum. Over Wiggins. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Now, here is Young. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist from Young. Wiggins has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Tatum against Valanciunas. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Martin. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kuzma passes to Russell. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Wiggins against Tatum. Over Wiggins. Tatum with another miss. The Hawks leading by 6. Martin the pass to Young. Boucher. And here's Wiggins. 4 on the clock. For 3. Kept alive. Valanciunas. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're down by 8. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tatum on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Outside, Martin. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
Young against Russell. Now, here is Young. And so the Hawks take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight, so how satisfying was this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Well, you all certainly did what you had to get this win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.